Good evening or good morning, depending on when you watch this. Welcome to the Week 10 update. I'm going to jump right in with a summary of the walkthrough data for the first quarter. On the screen, you'll see a reminder of the instructional goals set by our ILT at the beginning of the school year in regards to DOK levels, literacy, the 4Cs, and our elements of strong, successful, and goal-oriented. Keep those in mind as we look at the information in this presentation. We'll start with Goal 1, which read, by the end of the first semester, students will engage in daily tasks at a DOK level of 2 or higher, as observed in 60% of the walkthroughs. You can see by the chart on the screen that in over 70% of the 271 walkthroughs done during the quarter by one of your administrators, we observed that students engaged at DOK 2 or higher. So that is great work on that first goal. Moving on to the second goal, which is written in two parts. We'll start with the first part, which states that we want 60% of our walkthroughs to see our students engaged in daily tasks that support the development of the 4 domains of literacy. The data for this slide shows this is an area where we definitely can show some improvement. I've used the word before and you'll hear me say it repeatedly, but please be intentional with your planning so that we ensure we're hitting the marks with our students. All of our students need to be more literate in all domains. The second part of Goal 2 deals with the students engaging in tasks that support the development of the 4 Cs. Similar to the 4 domains of literacy, it does appear that we can improve and that we are not intentionally designing tasks and activities that will support the development of these soft skills. So this, again, is an area that we need to show some improvement. Goals 3 and 4 over the next couple of slides deal with the elements of strong and whether our classroom environments and student behavior support and demonstrate our students are indeed moving towards our school-wide learner outcomes of being goal-oriented and successful. We made some adjustments to this data through about midway through the quarter, so the data is not as clean as some of the other questions, but there are a few things to note here. The first is that there's a direct correlation on the successful behaviors and the work that we are, or in some cases are not doing with the work with literacy and the 4 Cs. So we have to get our kids speaking, asking questions, articulating their thoughts, and creatively solving problems. Another thing that we need to note here is that students should know that what they are set to do when they walk into the class is something that's relevant to something larger, whether it be the unit or something actually outside of school, other than something like it's on the test, and that is actually achievable that day that they're in the classroom. The last thing there is that they should be able to explain what exactly they're doing and why it's relevant. If they can't tell us why what they are doing is important, then we're failing them, and we should not be surprised when they're apathetic to doing what we're asking them to do. I think all in all, if you look at this information though, having said all of that, we did get off to a strong start this school year. Be on the lookout for opportunities presented by Ashley, Heidi, and the members of our ILT to continue to grow and improve together. So I'm looking forward to getting back out in the classrooms. Have a great remainder of the week. Go Bears.